What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua and Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Guys, I have to tell you about the crucifixion. Yes, the crucifixion that I witnessed on Twitter today. Anthony Joshua totally crucified Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury bounced back in his own way. You know, he wanted to give you guys what he felt of Anthony Joshua's first comments earlier today. And I did a video of that earlier. But, you know, Anthony Joshua, after the reply with Tyson Fury saying that he would challenge him to a bare knuckle brawl, this is what Anthony Joshua said and posted. He says, "You're not about that bare knuckle life." he says you're not about that bare knuckle life. A barrier held you back, not even a bouncer. And as you guys can see, Tyson Fury, okay, was there doing nothing. The barrier was like a wall that he could not penetrate. Tall as he is, damn near 7 foot tall, he could have stepped over that barrier like he steps over the ropes, but he did nothing of the sort. And there we have Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury did say this. He says, "I'm not going to get into details online. You'll slap me about." Because Anthony Joshua did say, "Hey, I'll slap your bald head," right? And Tyson Fury says, "You're going to slap me about, will you? Dawser, please come and try. Bum, I'm waiting. Femi, a.k.a. Bottle Job, 24/7, 365, ready. I'll smoke you." He says, "Bare knuckle, you're a good kid, Luke. Don't play with me." Look, what killed it was he brought out all the stops. A lot of people questioned the legitimacy of the Gypsy King image or the persona or the facade of Tyson Fury once Billy Joe Saunders' dad got slammed and Supermaned to the damn ground by security, and he did nothing physical but reach over the barrier, okay? As you guys can see, he reached over the barrier. He didn't really get physical with it because why? I don't know. I can only guess, like, well, maybe, you know, he was in the biggest fight or whatever, this, that, but like at that point, what I know of gypsies and stuff like that, we talked a little bit about that online. I appreciate everybody coming on my live chat. We had a blast. But gypsies run in packs, and if you mess with one, you're messing with all of them. Okay, so I didn't see that night. Okay, and a lot of people question that. You know, Anthony Joshua was mentioning it. White definitely questioning it. You know, a lot of people questioned his A card being a gypsy. Okay, because it seems like to me he would have jumped over that rail. And yeah, he had a fight coming up. He's training. I get it. But at that time, naturally, instinctively, things supposed to kick in like, hey, that's like my dad you throwing down, you chunking to the fucking floor like that. And he did nothing. He reached over the rail. And oh, by the way, Tommy Fury did too. Because if you guys can see, Tommy Fury's in that white shirt. Not the guy that jumped over. Not him. No. Tommy was behind Tyson doing and pantomiming the same shit like, no. Right? Instead of jumping over there and getting with one of that security that chunked somebody down to the ground. At least this. Here's my thing. At least they could have jumped over there because somebody that jumped over the border, right? The barrier, at least they could have checked on him to see if he was okay. You know what I mean? They could have at least did that. They were to a point where they it was this barrier meant more than helping someone that they knew close and knew for a very long time. I'd be damned that happens to me. You know what I mean? Like, who the hell are you shoving, really? What, I'm that popular, I can't fight? Bullshit, you're a fighting man. So that was really the hook, line, and sinker with that, because then he called him Luke. You know, the thing is, his name's supposed to be Luke Tyson Fury instead of Tyson Luke Fury and all this. So, you know, he pulled that off, saying, I'll slap your bald head, you're not going to do nothing. And, you know, and it's crazy because at the end of all this, okay, Tyson Fury just wailed on the punching bag. You know what I mean? And it was just like, hey, I got some aggression. I got to get out. So I got to hit this bag. Whang! You know? So it's like, yo. So really, who won that? If you reverted to violence in a verbal confrontation, you've already lost. Tyson Fury not only got crucified because people were laughing that shit out of the park, because he just sat there and people seen him like sit there, him and his brother. They supposed to be some badass gypsies, and they let another gypsy, an older, senior, elder, get chunked to the fucking ground like that. So you know that was coming. Okay, and then Tyson Fury went to hounding on the bag, which was some good shots, I might add. Okay, and I'll do another video about that later. But I think that Joshua showed Fury up in this verbal altercation. I think Anthony Joshua had some great points. I think he said everything clever. He said everything clever, you know. And, you know, I mean, basically, let's go into more. He said if there was an arbitration going on, why announce it to the world we are fighting? The fight was signed, undisputed. You know, so that was another thing that I left out. And that's true. I mean, like, why would you announce it if you knew what was at stake? You're saying to me, you knew that we were in arbitration with Team Wilder. But then again, if you knew that, why would you even say my name, hyping this shit up when you knew that's a possibility of that fight not happening? So that's another very strong point. So you got Luke, him not defending Mr. Saunders, you know, calling his name out before knowing what the arbitration decision was. And real name being called Luke, right? So it's a lot of things that went on with that, saying that he'll bare knuckle for 20 million. And on top of that, mind you, Sporting Icons was like, well, if you're going to do that, you know, rather than offer 20 million to AJ, use that to pay Wilder, as that's the price he's after, remember? So there you go. But you want to get a bare knuckle fight going with Anthony Joshua. That's, you know, so it tells me it's just talk at the end of the day. It's just talk. So, you know, it's crazy. You want to fight this man so bad you're willing to put up $20 million, but you won't pay $20 million to fight the guy that you want to fight? Yo, it was a crucifixion. It was a crucifixion. Tyson Fury lost, and he lost with aggression because he had nothing else verbally to fight back with. That's why he wailed on the boxing bag the way he did, and it's the hardest I ever seen him fucking throw, honestly. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua crucifying Tyson the Gypsy King Fury over Twitter. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.